Hi guys, I'm Jen with Convicted Hearts, and if you have a convicted heart, you are in the right place. Today I have the honor and privilege of being here with none other than Splinter from prison P.O.V, or as I like to refer to him as everyone's favorite Wood. How are you today, Splinter? That's cool. It's so nice to finally catch up with each other.
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's been a long time coming.
I know, it really has. I've been watching your channel for a long time, since before I ever started mine, obviously. And I just thoroughly enjoy, obviously, your stories, but your sense of humor is epic.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So my first question had to do something with that. Was your sense of humor, do you feel like that was a benefit to you when you were locked up, or do you feel like it hindered you?
No, I think it definitely helped out. And me and my brother are very, very similar. We look the same. We have the same mom, different dad, and he has same sense of humor, if not even a little bit more funnier. So yeah, I think it helps break down barriers and break the ice. If you can just bring some laughter, and you're not have to be always so hardcore. If you can just come in with just So I think if people put their guard down.
Yeah, definitely.
Get them real easy. Yeah, make them laugh before we sneak up on them.
Right, definitely win people over. For sure.
Definitely, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Also, the way that you tell your stories, I've had a couple people tell me, like, when I try to be myself and natural, like normally I have a hard time breaking down, you know what I mean, and being my normal self because I'm kind of naturally silly. But when I do tell a story, I have some similar tendencies as you, as using little lingo. Like you told this one story and it was like you were talking about this guy. I forget his name, but you called him basically like Larry with the lice. So you were referring to him like, that's something I would say. I love that. Yes. You always use those kind of things to describe people or remember them by a certain something about them?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, lingo becomes a big part of it. And actually, I want to get the story totally correct. I didn't even actually hear what you said, so I want to make sure my hearing's a little bad. For years, I had a drum set. I'm a drummer. Everyone knows I play guitar, but I played drums, and I had this little room built at this house to grow weed in. And all the weed died, I put drum, and there was no room for nothing but that drum set. It was just like drum set and just like crammed in there. And I'd be like, shh, shh, come out. Totally made me deaf. So, okay, you said Larry, what was it?
I don't know if it was Larry, but you used his name, and it was something like Larry with the lice. You were telling a story about someone.
Larry with the lice? Okay. Yeah, I would definitely, refer to someone like that. Probably like a lot of Larrys. And then probably for like the humor.
Right.
And probably if I was probably saying someone had lice. So yeah, I could see me telling ghosts like that. And that kind of stuff happens in prison too. I was telling a story not long ago how I was making the comparison how if your family is important, has a lot of respect, and that'll come on you. And there's a guy in there who we thought was real goofy. No one really liked him. We gave him the nickname Flock of Seagulls, which I think that's like a band from the 70s or 80s. So that stuff we call him Flock of Seagulls. And come find out his brother was this real gangster dude. So overnight he quit being Flock of Seagulls.
I bet.
But Tad context our story. Yeah, like little names come with that for sure. Like Splinter is not even a good name. Like it sounds real cool and awesome, but like when you boil it down to what it means, it's kind of like a joke, and it's not like an all the way compliment because it means you're too small to be a wood, so you're a splinter. Oh, that's where it originated from. Yeah.
Okay, I wondered where. Yeah. Okay, got it.
I'm slim and trim like a bicycle rim. Imagine me like 18, like barely post puberty. Still developing my voice, and I'm just skinny and small. So it's like, but I had the tattoos, and I was like, well, homeboy, people start in trouble. Like, nah, dude, you're not a wood yet. You're a splinter, not big enough yet. So,
right. I love that. Hey, we all get a nickname somehow, some way, you know. But it sounds cool.
I like it now. I embrace it now and stuff. So
that's cool. So what? Like, I mean, I know part of your story because I've been watching your channel for a long time. But what prisons have you actually served time at again?
Okay.
There's been several, right?
Yeah, I'll just name them off. I did my first term in McFarland CCF. So level 2 now, because these CCFs are known for being kind of soft. So I always like to add in, now look, it was a level 2 CCF.
Yes.
So what?
Yes.
Half soft. So McFarland CCF, then I did my first violation of Mule Creek. Again, Mule Creek nowadays is known as a huge PC prison. So when I say I was a Mule Creek, I have to clarify. This is way back in the early 2000s. Right. I didn't go back till 2005. So Mule Creek, every single prison I name, I got an explanation. Now this one is not, I'm just kidding. Okay, so McFarland, then Mule Creek, and then from there I went to Mesa Verde, and then from there I went to Wasco, mainline A yard. Then I went to CMC West. I went to Soledad. Then I went back to Soledad. Then I went out of state to Arizona. Then I went to New Delano. Then I went to Corcoran. And then I did ICDTP twice. And then I discharged from Wasco D yard.
Wow, Wasco, that's
And then
classic.
a lot of county jail time too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you were in Soledad. That's not far from me. It's about 30 minutes from me. Yeah.
That's my favorite prison. I was there twice back to
That's
back.
what I was going to ask you next. Yeah. What was your favorite? And then what was your worst?
Soledad, definitely my favorite by far. Because the older prison, the cops have been there longer. They have more respect, like not like a new cops. You know, the older dudes are more cooler.
Yeah.
If you have, a cool cop, people don't like when you say cool cop. What do you mean cool cop? If
Right. Yeah.
Cool
Let me
version of whatever
explain.
you think that might. Yeah. So yeah, I like the way the cells are shaped. How when you walk in, the beds are to the back and there's a window. Just the whole design of it. And plus, it's really active there too because Northerners can't go to every single prison. They can only go to prisons up north, and they're really deep as Soledad. So like a lot of Northerners, a lot of Southerners, a lot of tension.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Soledad
my least favorite would probably be hard to say. Probably my first term. I was at the McFarland CCF.
Yeah.
Just on the fact it's they gave out sodas and popcorn every Friday if whoever had like the cleanest day room, and it's
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. What would you say about as far as like the food? Is there a certain prison that you feel like had the best food compared to others?
Yes. Well, they all pretty much, I think, be the same food. Like nowadays, not when I first started doing time. CMC West seemed like they had a lot better food. They all have like a Mexican food night, and they all give fish on Friday because Catholics have meat on Friday, right? So fish Friday across the board. And it's pretty much they all get the same fish.
Right.
But the CMC West, our Mexican food night seem to be a little bit better, and so I say CMC West probably the best food. But they all give a sack lunch too. But CMC West, you go to the chow hall for lunch, which I thought was exciting at first. So I get there and realize like it's just a peanut butter and jelly on a tray. Like might as well get that in a bag. I was thinking we're gonna get like a hot food because we're going to the chow hall in a tray. And this is a bologna sandwich.
You would think so. Yeah. Yeah. What a trip. How funny.
But I hate though? Oh my gosh, I cannot stand onions. I'm the enemy of onions.
Okay.
Like if I could find onions somewhere, I'd get his ass. I cannot stand onions. They make me sick. And I hate when they put onions in gravy because onions are clear and onions don't belong in gravy. Who puts onions in breakfast gravy anyway? Like it's just,
I don't.
No, so it'll ruin it. So those prisons, someone will put the onions in the breakfast gravy, ruin it for me. Can't stand that.
Yeah, that would make me mad too, for sure. For sure. What about did you get many visits when you were incarcerated or
never got visits?
Really?
Never ever really got visits. No.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
I did time in Mesa Verde, which is right here in Bakersfield. I was a little bit pissed off. Like, you guys, my friends and family should be driving by this place that's on Union. You can be driving past like every single day. You can't pull over, see how I'm doing, which a lot of them tried, but you have to fill out a visiting form. They didn't think of that. They just went to go walking. Hey, can we see them? And they said, fill out the form. Oh, okay. As they put on their dash, like, I'll fill that out tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next month. And so no. Then when I had some visits in county jail, but never in prison. Okay. Never had no visits in prison. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably because they knew I probably had been hassling to bring you something.
Right.
I'm so happy to see you. I'm like, drop the bullshit. What do you got? Let me tell you how to do it. Okay, that's what you got to do. You got to get your put a hole in your purse, and I'm going to walk you through this.
Walk them through the whole thing, huh? Yeah. That's hilarious. What about as far as like when you were there, is there a situation that you ever felt like you got pulled into that could have ended very badly that you were able to get out of?
Oh, definitely. Like the riot with the Northerners, second time I went to Soledad, because like a Northerner killed a white dude, he got put in the wrong cell, and there's a huge riot. And if that was going to kick off, like, really a bad predicament, very outnumbered. And when I first got there, I was in the third tier, all the way at the top, and just totally surrounded by Northerners. And when you have to get there, you have to need to contact a white dude, give him your paperwork and stuff. And it's like, hey, white dude. And I hear it for the echo, yeah, shoot your line. It's like, I don't have enough line, like 120 yards away. So it's like, next white dude was seriously like 12 cells away, and it's surrounded by Northerners. I'm like, and I did enough time to know that when you come off lockdown, they don't just open the door and say, okay, you go, everybody. They let the older guys off first, let a couple at a time, just, test the waters. And my cellie being a new guy is like, dude, we could wake up tomorrow and just have to go to breakfast, bro. And they're just going to crack these doors. He's like, fuck, dog. Because there's like totally surrounded by these Northerners. And you're hearing all the time, you're hearing like, let me see. You're just hearing that all night long. They're on their
Yeah.
floor stacking stuff. So yeah, I could open the
That's-
doors, brother. So yeah, anytime a riot happens and you get pulled into it, or even like when I got to Soledad the first time, we kicked off a big riot, and I'd only been there a day or two, and they said they're going to do it on the yard, and they said we're going to do it in 1 hour exactly. And there's just me and one other white guy in the building because we're a CTQ. When you first get to a prison, you can't go to yard to see committee, and just me and one other guy were stuck in their confined quarters. Everyone else hit the yard, and there's like 30 or 40 black guys in there because they didn't know they're going to surprise attack. They had no idea. So it's going to be 2 of us against 30 of them. And they said in 1 hour. So like we're eating our lunch, like, dang, in 1 hour, we're going to figure some out. They only waited 15 minutes. So let us hang in there, get surprised, which he got his nose smashed and I got all jacked up, jumped and everything. So that was kind of,
yeah, I can imagine when that, something's going to take place, like you could cut the tension, right?
It's worse. Yes, it's worse. Like, hey, tomorrow you got to do this. That's the worst all night longer.
Right. Yeah, that's my worst type of anxiety is with someone telling me like, hey, I need to talk to you, but I don't want to talk right now. So I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
Just say it.
Right. Yeah. Get your ass back here. Tell me now.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Give me a little piece of it, huh?
Right.
Tell me what you got. Give me something.
Yeah, definitely. I have a question, and I've wondered this. What if somebody is, let's say, half white, half Mexican? Can they be a wood or?
Yeah, I know full-blooded Mexicans that are woods.
Okay, I was curious.
I know a guy who's a full-blooded Mexican. He's a Nazi lowrider, an NLR on his thigh with a big swastika. But then when they came and slammed NLR, wanted to give him an indeterminate shoe, he was in the hole, and he got permission to claim a Southsider gang, which he kind of did anyway. He was already in like a Southsider neighborhood. What happened was he was in a riot and he was in a bad spot, and all these NLRs had his back. So he's like an honorary member, like just, and it was going to get him validated. So he's like, no, I need permission to claim the Southsider gang so I can get out of it not being validated. Which, they let him. But yeah, I know all kinds of,
Okay.
The NLR is like Cholo anyway with the flipped up.
Yeah, the style is definitely the same stilo. Yeah. For sure. I wondered too. I saw one of your. I'm sorry.
Did you say stilo?
Yeah. Right. I wondered the same. You did a video once and you mentioned. I say this respectfully because I don't know the lingo perfectly. Featherwood, or what is that? What a female is referred to as a feather?
A featherwood. A featherwood.
Okay.
Like a feather, like a bird. Like a bird has. We just had like a peckerwood, right? What white boy is a peckerwood, and I guess to come up with like a feminine side to that, they came up with like featherwood.
Okay.
I guess feather would be like the flip side of a pecker. I guess I don't know.
I guess so. Feather. Right. So, okay. Did you ever have any crazy featherwoods writing to you, pen pals?
How many of them? What to me writing?
Any crazy pen pals or females that were writing?
Yep, definitely. But not even as pen pals. I've seen them on the streets.
Oh no.
So, yeah, of course. I was around a lot of them stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some pretty wild stories about pen pals. So I was just curious. Yeah, they can get a little out of hand sometimes
or whatever. It's always. But I saw this one. It was advertised from Mr. Beast. You know who Mr. Beast is? A YouTube channel. He like gives like $4 million away for one of his videos. He's like known for giving millions away. He'll just walk up on the street, give someone 10 grand. Yeah, Mr. Beast. Yeah, he's like the biggest YouTube channel. Gives away millions.
Oh wow! No, I've got to look him up.
He'll have like a Tesla and he'll have like 10 people in it and say last one to leave can have it. Or he'll paint like a red circle on the ground, have 100 people in it. Last one to leave gets $1 million or whatever. He's always he spends like millions on his videos. So someone took Mr. Beast's photo and he's like, hey, answer a couple of these questions. And I thought it was really Mr. Beast. I was like, cool. So I logged on. I started answering these questions. Before long, I figured out the scam. And ever since this, I'm getting like all this bullshit phone calls, emails, trying to sell me shit, this solicitors.
Right.
Damn, they're killing me. Yes.
Yeah, I get some crazy stuff like that too. You never know though. It's tempting at times, but you never know.
I know, yeah, look, we totally legit. Like they got we got one.
Right.
Oh, it's that guy Chris in Bakersfield. He always falls for that shit. They sell it and they sell your number to everybody else. So
yes, exactly. What year did you start your channel?
I started my channel. I started August 2019, methadone detox.
Okay. That's right.
I got laid off from my job to get off methadone.
Okay. So that's what you started out doing, is speaking about that? Okay.
And that's when I started watching YouTube, and that's when I started noticing like it was like an interesting time for prison channels. That's like when T90 Jake started his channel, and that's like a lot of people started, and then a lot of people started at the same time. It's like a really good time to get in. And that's when Gats was doing his interviews all the time with people, and everyone would do an interview, get a channel, and yeah, it was fluid. It was like a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What do you like best about having your channel? Do you like the communication with your subscribers or?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, me
The reason
too.
why you said that, because you know that's what the best part about it. That's the
It
best part for
is.
you, I'm sure, huh?
Pretty
Yeah, I've met
special.
some really
Yeah.
cool people. I met some friends for life, no doubt about it. And I heard something I don't know, I don't want to say I was researching something, but I was looking something up, and it said you actually change your friends like every 10 years. Of course, you have friends from childhood. Well, I don't, but maybe people do. But I feel like I am like in a friend exchange. I'm getting like new friends. I know I'm developing friendships. So I probably have for a long time. And it's cool, like in England and Australia,
right?
New Zealand, Canada. Yeah, it's crazy how that works, huh?
I know, I love that. Is that part of where your artwork comes from that you have behind you? Is from subscribers?
Yeah,
okay.
All of it.
That's amazing.
That's a little bit of a sore subject right now, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. You have to stay with me. It like hurts because people like I just got into it with my roommate not too long ago, and I left. And so when I came back, a couple pieces were missing, but she didn't touch it though.
Of course, yeah.
No.
I'm kind of going
like
through the same.
The door opened up. It's like the door opened up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
There's like things crawled out, like barely crumbled it up. Went back inside the door.
Right. I know that sounds familiar. Honestly, it really does.
But it could be
right. You have what? 4 dogs? 5 dogs?
Well, I have, I'd say like 2 that are mine. But yeah, there's what it is. It's a mom and all of her puppies.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's
we had a dog. We rescued a dog. He was roaming the hood and brought him in. And as soon as we turn our back, he gets with our dog and impregnates her. So that's how you're gonna say thank you. We bring you in and feed you. And
yeah, he blessed you with more dogs.
Yeah, blessing in disguise. Yeah, didn't think so first, but yeah.
What a thoughtful guy. Yeah.
Now I have my little. I've never been a huge animal person. I mean, I had my dog Spike, and I was junior high school, but I never really had being in prison stuff. You don't really have animals.
Yeah.
It seemed like the last several years I've really developed a love for them. Well, like when I moved to this house, there was some my cousin's a big animal lover.
Yeah.
About was Carl and I'm sorry. I was walking by and I saw this guy beating his fucking dog. And he was kicking his dog, and he was over here by the canal. And I was driving. I was like, why did he just kick his dog? So I flipped around. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And I hit him with a stick. And I knew right then I love animals more than humans even. So I have my little Amanda right here. So
yeah, that's cool. I don't know if you've seen her before on any of my videos, my white bulldog. I actually drove to Bakersfield to get her when she was 6 weeks old.
Oh, really? Did you adopt her, or how'd that happen?
I paid for her. But she was the runt, and she was albino, and it gets really hot there, that. And nobody picked her because she was like pink skin, white fur. She was probably gonna get sunburnt, but she's been my baby since then. I got her like shortly after I lost my dad, so she's been like very therapeutic for me.
Oh yeah, they can be big time.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry about your dad's.
Thank you.
Animals can, yeah. I mean, that's why they're trying to make it like someone be in the hospital and they'll bring like a dog in, or
it's super helpful.
My dog could tell too. I got sick, and I got so sick in October. I ended up going to the hospital.
Yeah.
When I first started getting sick and I was throwing up, my dogs were just tripping. You could tell they were just like trying to or something. I don't know.
They can sense.
Maybe they're trying to eat the vomit out of my mouth, and I call it a kiss, but
they were loving on you. Right. You never know.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to ask you a couple of rapid fire questions before we wrap it up. Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Definitely, I'd say Mexican food. I like Mexican food. But my version, I could just have like ground meat and cheese and a tortilla. I call that a burrito. So
okay, that works. That works. Yep. One thing on your bucket list that you have to do?
Get out of the United States to be perfect, but at least California for at least a split fucking second.
Yeah.
One time, shake the spot.
I feel you on that. Right. Okay. Right. Something. Okay. This is kind of a trip because I realize it's a prison-based question, but one thing positive that you learned in prison that you apply to your life now?
How to deal with people.
Yeah.
How to deal with people.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Definitely,
For sure. And then the final one, any future plans you have for your personal life or for your channel that you want to share?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just graduated from college, which is awesome.
Congratulations. Yeah.
I went to college. And so I'm definitely going that direction, start working. I haven't started yet, but I have a good hookup, and it's taken a minute, which is cool. It's perfect for me too. So I'm here to get in there. And at first I was really torn. Like, what am I gonna do when I start working on my channel? Because I put a lot of work on my channel. My videos take like 4 hours. Like when I sit down and tell a story, it's because I sat there and had to think about it. I figure out which one I want to tell first. Sometimes I'll have a bunch. I won't tell that one. I'll put another one in. So I don't just sit down and talk. I make sure, and it takes some time. And so I'm like, can I do that and work? I wasn't sure, but now I know I'm gonna find the time. Even if I have to go on a Saturday and just make like 3 videos and just release them sporadically, because I want to do my channel full blast in 2022.
Right. I think that's definitely.
Yeah. If I could just throw myself out there real quick, because I'm like 50 away from 20K subscribers. So
I know come on, let's get you there, right? You're almost there. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely keep it pushing, because I mean, just letting you know, your channel has really helped me through some hard times. Your humor, your storytelling, you're always so positive and shouting people out in the comments and being supportive. Like, not everybody's like that. And I just want to tell you how special that is and how much I personally appreciate you.
Right on. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. It really does.
Most definitely. So thank you for tapping in with me and doing this. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. Hopefully we can meet up in the future and do it again.
Yes.
But I hope you have a blessed day. And again, thank you so much, Splinter. To my favorite wood.
Awesome. Right on.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Jen.
Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay.